Hey there, cruisers! Imagine this. You're on a luxurious cruise, enjoying the endless ocean views and all the fantastic amenities, when suddenly you hear an alarm. Do you know what to do? Today, we're diving into the top tips for emergency evacuation procedures on the Ovation of the Seas. Whether you're a first-time cruiser or a seasoned sailor, these life-saving tips are crucial. Stick around to ensure your next cruise is not only fun, but safe. We get it. You're finally on that dream cruise, ready to swap spreadsheets for sea breezes. The anticipation has been building for months, and now you're here, ready to dive into a world of relaxation and adventure. The gentle sway of the ship, the endless horizon, and the promise of new experiences await you. And board meetings for belly flops. Into the buffet line, of course. The sheer variety of food is enough to make your head spin, from gourmet dishes to comfort food that reminds you of home. It's a culinary adventure on its own, and you can't wait to sample everything. The Ovation of the Seas is practically begging you to conquer the flow rider, belt out Bon Jovi at karaoke, and perfect your tan on deck. Imagine the thrill of riding the waves, the applause of fellow passengers as you hit those high notes, and the satisfaction of achieving that perfect golden glow. But between the unlimited soft serve and the quest for the perfect sunset selfie, let's take a quick detour, shall we? The sunsets at sea are unlike any other, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink, and purple. Capturing that perfect moment is a must, but there's more to this journey than just the picturesque views. Don't worry, this isn't about sensible shoes or remembering your sunscreen, though, seriously, SPF. Protecting your skin is crucial, but there's another layer of protection we need to discuss. This is about something even more crucial, knowing what to do if the unexpected happens. Emergencies are rare, but being prepared can make all the difference. It's about peace of mind, knowing that you and your loved ones are ready for anything. Think of it as the pre-game pep talk before the epic vacation game. Just like athletes prepare for their big moment, you too need a quick rundown to ensure your cruise is smooth sailing. We're talking emergency procedures, folks. From muster drills to life jacket demonstrations, these are the basics that will keep you safe. But fear not, we're serving it with a side of humor and a sprinkle of sass. Because learning doesn't have to be boring, right? A little laughter goes a long way in making sure the information sticks. Because let's face it, even in the unlikely event of an emergency, we're still on vacation, and vacations are meant to be fun, even when we're learning something important. So let's find out how to navigate the unexpected with style and a smirk, ensuring you're ready for anything the high seas, or your fellow passengers, might throw your way. It's all about being prepared while keeping the vacation spirit alive. After all, you've got a conga line to conquer and a belly flop contest to judge. These are the moments that make your cruise unforgettable. The stories you'll tell for years to come. Safety first, fun always, right? By taking a few moments to understand the safety procedures, you're ensuring that your vacation remains as enjoyable and carefree as possible. So, let's dive into the fun, knowing that we've got everything covered. Okay, fashionistas, ditch those heels and let's talk practicality. Before you even think about snapping that envy-inducing first day on the cruise selfie, find your muster station. Think of it as your designated meeting spot, like a trendy pop-up bar, but for, hopefully hypothetical, emergencies. You'll find it marked on your trusty cabin key card and on those handy-dandy maps scattered around the ship. Remember those fabulous life jackets tucked away in your cabin? Channel your inner superhero and familiarize yourself with how to put one on. No need to model it just yet. Save that runway strut for the pool deck. Now, about those emergency horns, they might sound like a remix from the club, but trust us, they're your cue to pay attention, not bust a move. Remember, safety doesn't have to cramp your style. Think of it as an adventure, a chance to rock that life jacket like a couture accessory. Who knows, you might even start a trend. Just kidding, kind of. But seriously, knowing the drill means you can get back to sipping cocktails and perfecting your tan in no time. Remember those maps plastered all over the ship? No, they're not treasure maps, though finding your muster station is kind of like striking gold. These strategically placed havens are clearly marked and easily accessible. Because let's face it, nobody wants to be scrambling through narrow corridors in a crisis. So, What's the big deal about these muster stations anyway? Well, in the unlikely event of an emergency, this is where you and your fellow cruisers will assemble. It's all about order in the chaos, people. Think of it as a, hopefully brief, timeout, where the crew can provide instructions and ensure everyone's accounted for. No need to bring your passport or a fully charged phone, but do bring your sense of humor and maybe a good story to tell. After all, what's a little wait among new friends when there's unlimited ice cream waiting on the other side? Just remember, this isn't the time to practice your dance moves. Save that for the disco later. Let's be honest, nobody boards a cruise picturing themselves in a bright orange life jacket. But just like that little black dress or your lucky swimsuit, it's an essential you need to know how to work. Think of it as your VIP pass to staying afloat should the need arise. Now, before you start channeling your inner fashion police, remember, functionality over fashion in this case. Stash your life jacket in an easy-to-access spot in your cabin, and take a minute to try it on. Yes, even if it clashes with your outfit. Practice putting it on and tightening those straps like you're adjusting your most flattering swimsuit. You'll thank us later if you ever need to don this stylish accessory in a hurry. And hey, if you're feeling extra cautious, snap a selfie. It'll be a hilarious and hopefully never to be used again vacation memory. Section 5. Emergency horns, not your cue to party. Those piercing alarm bells echoing through the ship? No, it's not the start of a wild deck party, though wouldn't that be something? Those, my friends, are the emergency horns, and they're kind of a big deal. Think of it as the ship's way of saying, "Hold your cocktails, folks, we need your attention." It's like the world's loudest notification, signaling that something's up and it's time to get informed. So resist the urge to hit the dance floor, and instead, tune into the announcements. The crew will tell you exactly what to do and where to go. It's like a real-life choose-your-own-adventure game, but with slightly higher stakes. But remember, no matter what, don't panic. Channel your inner cruise director and keep calm and carry on. To your designated muster station, of course. Section 6. Listen up, Buttercup. Following crew instructions. In the event of an unexpected situation, the crew are your new best friends. They've trained for this. They know the ship like the back of their hand, and they're here to help. So put on your best listening ears and follow their instructions like their gospel. Remember that time you tried to assemble IKEA furniture without reading the instructions? Yeah, this is not that time. The crew will guide you through the necessary steps. Whether it's directing you to your muster station, providing updates, or, fingers crossed, telling you it was all just a drill. Think of them as your personal cruise directors of safety, leading you through the situation with expertise and maybe even a few reassuring jokes. So, ditch the "I've got this" attitude and embrace your inner rule follower. Trust us, in this case, it's the quickest way back to those fruity cocktails and endless buffets. Section 7. Stay calm and cruise on, we get it. The unexpected can be a tad unsettling. But remember, you're on a cruise ship, not a sinking pirate ship. Panic won't help anyone, especially if you're trying to navigate your way to the muster station in those new sandals. So, take a deep breath, channel your inner Zen master, or that yoga class you've been meaning to attend, and embrace the art of staying calm. Remember, the crew's got your back. They're trained to handle situations just like this, and they're equipped to guide everyone to safety. Think of it as a little adventure, a chance to test your inner cool cucumber. And hey, if all else fails, there's always the unlimited soft serve to soothe your nerves. Just remember, keep calm, follow instructions, and you'll be back to your regularly scheduled vacation fun in no time. Section 8. Buddy system. Lost at sea? Not you. Cruising with your squad? Good. Now, make like a kindergarten class and stick together like glue. In the unlikely event of an evacuation, things can get a little hectic. The last thing you want is to be searching for your bestie amidst a sea of life jackets and confused faces. Designate a meeting point at your muster station, because let's face it, those things can get crowded. And if you do get separated, don't panic. Remember those helpful crew members? They're like the cruise ship version of search and rescue, ready to reunite you with your long-lost BFF. Think of it as a real-life game of Where's Waldo, but with a much happier ending. Just remember, Stick together, communicate, and nobody gets left behind. Because let's be honest, what's a cruise without your partner in crime to share those embarrassing karaoke duets? Section 9. Kids and chaos. Keeping little sailors safe. Cruising with little ones? Adorable. But also, potentially chaotic in an emergency. Fear not, fellow parents. We've got some tips to keep those mini-me's safe and sound. First things first, make sure they know the drill too. Explain the safety procedures in a way they'll understand, perhaps with a fun game or a silly song. Nobody wants a lecture on deck, especially not your tiny humans. And just like you did with your bestie, designate a meeting spot for your family at your muster station. It's like a home away from home, but with more life jackets. Remember, in a stressful situation, kids feed off your energy. So, channel your inner superhero parent, stay calm, and they will too. And hey, if all else fails, there's always the promise of extra ice cream to keep those little sailors in line. Section 10. Special needs, special attention. Cruising with someone who has special needs? No problem. The Ovation of the Seas is equipped to handle a variety of situations, ensuring everyone has a safe and enjoyable experience. Before you set sail, inform the cruise line about any specific requirements. They can provide personalized assistance, assign you to a specific muster station, or offer additional support during an evacuation. Remember, communication is key. Don't hesitate to ask questions, voice concerns, and make sure you're comfortable with the procedures. The crew is there to help, and they're trained to handle a wide range of needs. So relax, enjoy the journey, and rest assured that you're in good hands. After all, everyone deserves a chance to experience the magic of cruising, and the Ovation of the Seas is committed to making that happen. Section 11. Evacuation done right, real-life heroes. Remember, knowing the drill isn't just about following rules, it's about being prepared. It's about ensuring that in the unlikely event of an emergency, everyone can act quickly and safely. And sometimes, those skills can even make you a hero. Take, for instance, the story of a passenger on a different cruise who, thanks to remembering their safety training, helped guide fellow passengers to their muster station during an unexpected situation. Or the family who, because they'd practiced putting on life jackets with their kids, were ready in a flash when the alarm sounded. These aren't just stories. They're reminders that being prepared matters. It's about taking a few minutes to familiarize yourself with the ship's safety procedures, so you can cruise with confidence, knowing you've got the knowledge to handle whatever comes your way. So pay attention during the muster drill, ask questions, and who knows, you might just become the hero of your next cruise vacation. Section 12, Sail Safe, Party Harder. So there you have it, folks. Your crash course in emergency preparedness, served with a side of humor and a sprinkle of sass. Remember, knowing what to do in the unlikely event of an emergency means you can spend less time worrying and more time enjoying all the incredible experiences the Ovation of the Seas has to offer. From conquering the flow rider to indulging in endless buffets, your adventure awaits. So, pack your bags, grab your sunscreen, and get ready to set sail for an unforgettable vacation. And remember, safety first, fun always. Now, go forth and make some waves. But not literally, unless you're at the pool, of course. And don't forget to subscribe to Aloha Getaway for more travel tips and adventures.